Hi everyone, this is part one of my video series on how to make dilithium. And we're going to be doing it in the area known as Nimbus. Let me show you on the map. Okay, Nimbus is in the top left corner, and it's a daily. And other than flying to it, which is a bit slow until you get to level 50, but it's kind of worth it because especially if you can set to fly to it and come back in 5 minutes and come back, it's probably one of the quickest ways to make over 1500 dilithium once you have the process down, which I'll be showing you in 3 steps. This is the first step, and this is the bar that you go up to and into, and you start out right outside the this town, so you just walk straight in and go forward. Just for the 1,000 experience points, I tend to do this dance contest just because it's so simple, easy, and mindless. I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm doing something kind of fun instead of just working. You basically just pick whatever tells you to pick fairly timely, and don't make a mistake. Don't move much. I found if you move around while you're trying to make the selection, it can fail out. You can always restart it. It's kind of funny when you get 2 or 3 people out there doing it at the same time. That was it. You get 1,000 points. At lower levels, it really adds up. At the higher ones, it probably doesn't matter that much, but it takes so little time, and it breaks up the routine to me. So you have 3 missions here. On the desert front, Creatures of the Desert, and Orion Contraband. Okay, and you get these missions, I think you have to be over 21 or so, and you go out the back of the bar, and I'll explain the objective before we begin. This marker, there's a couple of them out here. I almost always get the first one unless someone's on it, and if they are, sometimes I try to help them, and then they'll help you back. Once you activate it, a bunch of creatures will come out for a period of time, a couple minutes, and you kill as many as you can quickly, and you have to get over 40 to get 40 or more to get the maximum bonus. And once you get good at it, you can shoot for 50. I've tried really hard. I don't think you can get 55. At lower levels, it's harder because your weapons aren't as strong and your characters aren't as geared up. So I always I like to turn the mission on because if I forget, I don't know how well I'm doing. And so you activate and make it primary. Make primary Creatures of the Desert. Okay, it's now the primary mission. That way it'll keep a tally for you and a timer. Okay. Now, I also recommend, especially if you're lower level, a little strategy. If you look at your powers, at least, activate anything. Now, I have support drone here, but what would be really better, I think, is Seeker, because it kills things. This character is not that high. So the only other thing I have is Mine, which is in my left power. Oh, here, I can... there's Seeker Drone. Okay, so I'm going to activate Seeker Drone. I'm going to activate Quantum Mortar. Which, by the way, I don't know if they just added this on the PS4, but you can just highlight the items and then right-click the bottom right side. You don't have to load it and activate it. And once I realized you could do that, it makes, using the powers without loading them. And I'm sure that was the intent. Okay, so I've got the mortar, and I have to choose between bomb or mine, and I'm gonna try bomb this time. Load it. In theory, I could at least load 1 chronoton mine around here. Get real sophisticated in between. I could go ahead and time it in. If you only get 30 though, you only get like 100 dilithium less. So it's all this planning is just for me to try to do as well as possible. It also helps, I found on a lot of these missions of this type, for me to, oh look, we got a stranger here. He might be helping. I better start before he takes all my setup. I was gonna say pulse wave rifle. There's a couple other options, but you want something that can spread the damage across creatures. I think, or at least have a couple of your other characters have it. But it seems like they take a little while to. It takes a couple of rounds for them to start killing the creatures for some reason. It's like they aren't battle primed. So I'm gonna plant a bomb now. I don't use that bomb very often. See, I don't think the radius on it is big enough. You just basically kill these guys over and over. All you get is the worms and the scorpions. "42 seconds left. We killed 25. We're at 30. "35. Yeah, I got 35. And then all you do is run back inside and turn it back into that guy. And again, you can do this once every 20 hours. You scroll down to creatures, and I'll call it excellent. See, here's the list. 30 to 39, which is, once you understand it, you can pretty much almost everybody should be able to do 30 to 39. You get 580. You get an extra 100 if you do 40 or above, which you usually can get once you get better weapons and a little bit better timing and concentrate. So that was it. That's part 1, and I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and start up the next one for part 2.